Hello there, Saints fans. Hope you're enjoying your summer. Before you know it, Siena basketball season will once again be upon us. A lot of excitement surrounding the team this year, and as we head into the new year, a few new faces for the men's basketball program. Head coach Jimmy Patsos has announced 2 additions to his staff. New director of basketball operations Ryan Harkins is one new face, and the second is joining me right now. New assistant coach Abe Woldeslassie. I'm told the name is pronounced exactly how it looks. Woldeslassie. Coach Abe, thanks for joining us. Welcome to Siena.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. How's everything?
Good. Well, it's great to have you here. And for the fans out there who maybe don't know a ton about you, tell us a little bit about your background in basketball, how you got started both playing and coaching, and also I know you had a familiar tie with Siena here as well when you came an assistant coach, Jordan Watson.
Yeah. So I'm originally from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Born and raised there. Went to college at McAllister College in St. Paul. Graduated in 2008 and wanted to get into coaching right away. And so I took a job at Impact Basketball in Las Vegas and was there for 2 years, working some player development, some coaching. We started a prep school program the fall of 2008, so I was an assistant coach on that team. And then spent 2 years there, and then wanted to get into college coaching, and so took a Division III job at Bowdoin College in Brunswick, Maine. Was there for 2 years, great experience, first time as a college coach. Got to recruit New England pretty heavily, and got to make a lot of ties there. And from there, I took the director of ops job at Dartmouth College, and for me it was a great opportunity to get into Division I and be in the Ivy League, and we had a newer coach there at the time, so very exciting opportunity. Was there for 1 season, and then went to Davidson College in Davidson, North Carolina, and was the director of ops there for 3 years. And it was an exciting time because it was my first year there was the last year in the Southern Conference, and then we joined the A10 my second year, and then my third year was our second year in the A10. So, and was there for 3 years, had a great experience. We made one NCAA tournament, 2 NITs, 3 20-win seasons, and to be able to learn under Coach McKillop was a great experience. So.
Yeah, and you mentioned the last 3 years at Davidson, of course, a small school similar to Siena, similar type school that has gained that name recognition on a big stage for what Coach McKillop has done there over the years, something I'm sure you're hoping to translate here to Siena as well. Siena has a great history and looking to continue to build off that. When you were looking for opportunities, what drew you to Siena? Was it maybe some of the similarities with a school like Davidson, or what made this the right fit right now for you?
Yeah, Siena was a home run for me. Number one, when I worked at Dartmouth, I worked with Jordan Watson, who's our second assistant here. He was our second assistant at Dartmouth, one of my closest friends. And when he told me about the Siena opportunity, I said it was a no-brainer. Came up for the interview, met Jimmy. His excitement, his enthusiasm is unlike anyone I've ever been around. So, and when I was at Davidson, I worked with a guy, Steve Rossiter, and Steve Rossiter's younger brother is Ryan Rossiter, and he told me about Siena and was just really sold. I mean, it was an easy sell. Came up to campus and met a few of the guys on the team, and when they offered the job, I was super excited.
Great. Well, it's great to have you here, and we're joined by a new Siena men's basketball assistant coach, Abe Woldeslassie. And Abe, you haven't been here that long, but you've been here a little while, of course. During the summer, the returnees, the newcomers are here. You get a couple hours a week where you can work these guys out and they can play a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your first impressions of this team, not only of the guys coming back, but what you've seen from some of the newcomers.
Yeah, I was just amazed at how much talent we have with all the guys returning. 5 seniors, 4 starters from last year, a couple of guys that set out last year as transfers. And then you look at the 3 freshmen coming in with Sammy Friday and Khalil Richard, Thomas Herter. The talent's outstanding. So I think for us, the biggest thing is just building that chemistry. And even if you brought back every single guy from last year, the team's always going to change.
Right.
And so having guys buy into roles and really just making each other better, I think is going to be the biggest thing.
Talk a little bit about recruiting. Obviously, that's the lifeblood of any program, and one of your main goals is to bring those next student athletes here who will help get Siena back to the level it was, or maybe hopefully even surpass that. Your philosophy a little bit on recruiting, and then also when it comes to X's and O on game days, is there a certain area you're stronger in, coaching offense, defense, as far as working with players, guards, posts? Where do you see yourself helping out this team the most when it comes to the recruiting trail, in game situations, and in practices?
Yeah, so number one, recruiting, again, that's the most important thing. And so I think my job as an assistant, and with Greg Manning, Jordan Watson, we have to give Jimmy the best guys for Siena, and the best guys that are really going to help this program. So, again, being at Bowdoin College for 2 years in Dartmouth, I got to know a lot of people in New England. And so my goal is to recruit people pretty heavily with the prep schools. You look at Siena's location, being right here just outside of Albany. We're 2.5 hours from New York City, 3 hours from Boston. We're very close to Canada. I think we've got to recruit those areas, 4 hours of Philly. I'm from Minneapolis, and so Minnesota is going to be a big part for me in terms of recruiting that area and hopefully getting kids. I know Minnesota kids that can handle the winter. We got a lot of smart kids there. Hopefully a Loudonville winter shouldn't be as harsh as a Minneapolis winter. And then I also spent 2 years in Vegas, and so hoping to, really, I'm not as concerned with where they're from. It's just getting the right kids that fit our program that want to be coached by Jimmy. That's the biggest thing.
And then as far as from an X's and O's standpoint, and as far as the type of players you work with skill development.
Yeah. I've always worked with guards. I've been a point guard my whole life, but I'll go wherever Jimmy needs. And if it's bigs or it's guards, I think I can try to help with both. And again, I want smart kids, unselfish kids, guys that really want to put the team first. And if we have that, there's really no stopping us.
As I'm sure you've seen from your short time here already, there's a lot of excitement around this program. There always is, but coming off the program's most wins in 6 years last year, another trip to the CBI, top 5 scorers, and 88% of the offense returning. Obviously, expectations are sky high for the program this year. When you sat down, you mentioned when you met with Jimmy Patsos here about talking to take the job, and you ultimately took it. Talk a little bit about what his vision was for this year and how you hope to help both Coach Patsos and this program fulfill their goals and have a very successful not only 2015-16 season, or 2016-17 season, but also beyond that as well.
Yeah, I want to start first with the alums because I think they know the place better than anyone. And so since I've been here less than a month, and I've spoken with Tom Herter, Andrew Gazoulis, Ronald Moore, Kenny Hasbrook, Ryan Rossiter, Edwin Ubeles, Scott Knapp, and I'm forgetting others, but I've met all these guys, and I just think the excitement they have for Siena. When I was at Davidson, I spoke with Ryan a little bit, and he tried to give me an idea of what it was like, but I think when you're actually here and you feel it and you meet people, we had a golf outing a few weeks ago, and just meeting all the people and seeing how excited they are about it, it's just a huge sell. And so I think being able to get recruits here and having them see the campus and meeting the guys and meeting the alums and meeting our players, if we can get them here, I think we'll keep them here.
Well, great. Coach Woldeslassie, welcome to Siena. Look forward to working with you.
All right, thanks a lot.
Appreciate it. That's new Siena men's basketball assistant coach Abe Woldeslassie. To learn more about him and also the men's basketball team's new director of basketball operations, Ryan Harkins, log on to sienasaints.com.